Lecture 5: Adjusting column width, row height, and cell alignment. A well organized spreadsheet is easier to read, understand, and work with. By adjusting column widths, row heights, and cell alignment, you ensure the data is clearly displayed and neatly arranged. These formatting adjustments prevent content from being hidden or misaligned and significantly improve the overall presentation. Today, you will learn how to adjust the size and alignment of cells to make your spreadsheets more readable, professional, and user friendly. Objectives of this lecture: by the end of this lecture, you will be able to modify column width and row height to fit different types of data, use alignment options to format text and numbers efficiently, apply best practices to create a clean and professional looking spreadsheet. Adjusting column width for proper data display. Columns should be wide enough to display content without cutting off text or numbers. Adjusting the width prevents overcrowding and makes the spreadsheet easier to read. Ways to adjust column width. To implement that, we have a spreadsheet over here. Here you can see the headings are cut off and it looks unprofessional as content is not displayed properly. And you can adjust the width of the cell manually by dragging the column boundary to increase or decrease width. For example, I just want to increase the width of this column, and I'll just click this boundary of the cell and just drag it as much as I need. For example, I just want to this one. As you can see, the column width has been increased as we wanted it to be. Autofill. Double click the column boundary to automatically fit the content. For example, I just want to increase the width of this column as the text has been cut off. So I just will double click the boundary and you can see it has been fixed as per the requirement and the text has been appeared completely and it is not cut off. Specific width input. Set an exact width by right clicking the column. For example, I just want this column to have a specific width. We just right click on this and here is the option called column width. We click on that. And for example, I just want this to be 15. Click on that. Here you can see the text has been completely appeared and it is not cut off. So it looks a little more professional. So this is how you can adjust the column width by implementing the three ways that we have already applied in Microsoft Excel. Example: if a column contains long product names but appears cut off, increasing the width ensures full visibility without affecting other columns. For example, I just want to implement the methods that we have applied on this entire table and I just will double click the boundary in all the senses and it has been increased as we don't need extra space for this and it has automatically decreased the size as per the data available for this column. So it will be decreased as well and it will be decreased as we have not long data provided and this will be decreased as well and it will be increased. This will be increased as well as the data text was cut off, so it just has implemented as per the data requirement or data entered in this Excel sheet. Changing row height for readability. Row height determines the space available for text within a cell. Adjusting row height helps accommodate multi-line text and improves spacing. Ways to adjust row height. The first one is manual adjustment. Drag the row boundary to increase and decrease height. For example, I just want this row to have a little more space and I'll just drag the line downwards and it will be increased. Auto fit. Double click the row boundary to fit the tallest content automatically. For example, I just want this row to have a uniform size and I'll just double click on this boundary and here you can see it has been collapsed a little bit and it has a uniform size, specific height input. Right click the row. For example, I just want to increase or decrease the size of this row and I just right click in here. Here's the option called row height and I just want it to be, for example, 15. I'll click on that and here you can see it has been decreased to 15 points. So this is how you can adjust row height as well. Example: when entering addresses in a single cell, increasing the row height ensures the entire text is visible. So if the text is a little too long for the one cell and I just want it to be in this entire cell instead of increasing the size of column, so I just need to put in here. Aligning data for a neat and professional look. Cell alignment controls how text and numbers appear within a cell. Proper alignment enhances readability and maintains consistency. Left align aligns text to the left, which is default for text. Here you can see all the text has been on the left side. but the numbers have been on the right side. So this is just the default setting. But if we want it to be in the center, we'll just click in on this column and click in this left align. We'll click on that, and the date will be aligned to the left. Right align aligns number to the right. Default for numbers. Here you can see all these numbers have been aligned to the left. But for example, I just want this to be on the left side. We'll click in here and it will be aligned to the left. But although this should be at the right, so these both of these columns should be at the right side as per the default setting. Center align. Centers content horizontally. For example, I just want H column to have a center aligned. Here you can see the heading has been center placed and the text has been center aligned as well. So this look a little more professional, you can say. Top, middle, bottom align adjust vertical positioning of content within a cell. Like you can adjust, for example, I just want to have implement this text in here. Here you can see this is bottom align. And if I just want this to be center aligned and I just want to click in here. So here you can see this is center aligned as per the size of the row. So this is how you can just adjust the rows or columns alignment as well. Example. Column headers often look better when center aligned for a structured appearance. Financial data is typically right aligned to ensure numbers are easy to compare. So for example, I just want this heading row should be as center aligned. Here you can see, which is already in center, and the numbers data will be at the right aligned as per professional or default setting. So this is how you can just double click on that and it will appear in a professional look.